Alright, so I set this retainer nut here to keep the plunger from going too far up by using a pin and feeling in the injector hole here for when the plunger is about to close the hole. And then this new injector has a drilled hole and plug on the far side of it, which... Oh, I guess the old injector also had a drilled hole and plug from manufacturing. So, yeah. Anyhow, so the new injector is set with this retainer. There are a bunch of upgrade parts for the governor, and so we need to get the governor shaft off here for a second, while this mounting bracket off for a second. Because we've got the pump arm here, and they made a primer handle to replace this spacer bushing that was on this assembly earlier. So and the other thing that they provided here is this block to go on the governor pin here. There we go. So that there's better action from the governor as it spins. Which, oh, there's a tiny brass spacer in here. Tiny brass spacer. Tiny brass spacer. And then the governor block. And then slip our governor back up in place. That, and that all moves freely. Alright. So yeah, with that new block in there. Okay, so primer lever on, set screw with a little Loctite for this drive on the governor here. Oh. Was The governor weights are just pinned in place. It looks like I got one of the pins. Oh, and I thought I was careful with the Loctite, but it got up under the governor slide, so of course it's okay, that's all sorted out. And I'll get the pump installed. Looks like I'm going to have some serious adjustment to do because I checked the pump and the pump isn't doing intake until it gets way up to the top of the stopper. So if I don't make sure that my pump isn't, the cam isn't working for my pump. There we go. Now, okay. Now there's a bit of play in there. Okay, and that's wiggling. Pump is at the top of its stroke. Okay, perfect. I was worried there for a second, but this is all gonna fit just fine. Occurs to me, since I'm busy just putting Loctite on things, I could Loctite the pump screw, pump mounting screw. Alright, it's time to fit the injector line. And I have the new fitting in place and the new line. I'm tightening it onto the pump first. Here. And then I routed behind the side shaft here And now I have to get the top end, put the correct fitting on first. There. There. Hold this line in place as I tighten my fitting here. Make sure it bottoms out and seals well. But I'm going to make sure that I don't have make sure that we're not rubbing on our side shaft there. And then I looked at one of the pictures of the new engine setup, but I'm going to go back and look again and see if what this bypass fitting does and how that, because they did include the second short pipe, but I don't know what should happen with that on the other side of the engine. Alright, well, I checked it out, and in the photos of the new setup, they just have this bypass coming out the other side here, and kind of pointed toward the flywheel. I think I am going to find a bit of hose and run it off the side of the base somewhere, because my base is already showing some finish damage from leakage. And the other last piece is to put our exhaust back on, and that I'll put the exhaust back on. The new style, they just have a tube that runs out the side, but I'm gonna put my exhaust back on, and when I'm done with that, maybe we can see if this runs.